What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another disc golf video. If you are here watching this, then you want to hear me talk about putting. If it's your first time to the channel, my name is Michael Holt. You can call me Molt if you'd like to. I'm an advanced level player, 950 rated, actually exactly right now. Working on a lot of things in my game during the off season. This coming season, I'm going to be playing an open to challenge myself. I think that I'm good enough, but there are some things that I need to kind of work on and challenge myself. So yeah, that's just a little bit of an intro to me and who I am if you're new. So welcome to the channel. But today we're going to be talking about putting. Now, I'm not going to go into the things that I've gone into in previous videos or anything like that. You get all those videos that are good. I've made them before, where you talk about grip and stance and putter and routine and all of those things. Those videos are good if you're just kind of like learning, or if you're trying to reset and kind of start over, which I've done multiple times throughout my disc golf career on this channel. But today we're going to be talking about the one thing that has made me a better putter, okay? Because honestly, there is one thing above all of them that has made me specifically a better putter, and I want to talk to you guys about that today. So I would say that probably the most frustrating part about putting is hitting the cage, right? Would you guys agree with that? If not, comment down below. What is the most frustrating part about putting to you guys? Because to me, hitting the cage not only is demoralizing because you miss your putt, but it's also slapping you in the face and saying, hey, you didn't commit to that putt. You didn't commit to it. You didn't even make it to the basket. You know what I mean? And so for me, mentally, if I hit the cage, I'm super frustrated. I'm really, really frustrated. And so I have made it a mission for myself to no longer hit the cage. If I hit the band, yeah, it's annoying because it's like that really blunt slap in the face sound, but I committed to the putt. I threw it hard enough to make it into the basket. I just aimed a little bit too high. And a lot of times when it comes to hitting the cage, it's not that you aimed too low. Most of the time, you just didn't throw it hard enough or throw it well enough to make it to the basket. Okay, so after I vowed that, I was like, what should I do in order to make sure that I do not hit the cage anymore? And my answer to that, ladies and gentlemen, is putting nose up. Okay, now that may sound like a weird concept and all this kind of stuff, and obviously I know there are conditions where that might not be smart, like into a headwind. I wouldn't do this into a headwind, a stiff Kansas headwind. But for the most part, when you're putting, you're dealing with pretty good conditions. And if you're not, then there are other ways that you can putt to make sure that you deal with that. Aiming high, aiming low, depending on tailwind or headwind, throwing it harder, etc., etc. But today we're going to be talking about just your normal putt in your somewhat normal circumstances, okay? And for me, putting and releasing nose up has made me a significantly better putter. I've got a whole bunch of footage that we're going to look at now. I know that it's already been a couple minutes that we've been talking, so if you're still here, don't worry. It's not just going to be my face talking, okay? I've got lots of footage that we're going to review, so let's do that. This is me in my backyard earlier, okay? Right here. See this guy? Yeah, he's pretty cool. We're not going to putt yet. We've got one basket right here, and we're at about 30 to 33 feet. Okay, I measured it a while back, but yeah, about 30 to 33 feet, okay? So my goal in these is to show you guys me putting nose up, okay? So watch the hand right up, okay? So you can see the disc is not nose down. If it was nose down, it would be angled differently. It's a little bit nose up, and when I say nose up, y'all, I don't mean that you're doing a wheelie with your disc, okay? We're not doing a wheelie with our disc here. We're not throwing it like this, okay? But sometimes subconsciously, you have to think about throwing it like that, and then it comes out normal, okay? So when I say nose up, I mean literally just like, boop, just a little bit of nose so you get some air under the disc in order to allow it to glide, okay? So we throw this one right in the basket, okay? Watch the hand in the release. We throw this one. Same thing, nice nose up. You can see the angle on this. Yes, okay? right in the basket. Super easy and smooth too, okay? Here we go again. Yep, nice and easy. Now, this is something that I want to show you, okay? So, you've seen my hand up until this point, okay? Look at the release point. See how open my hand is right there? Very open, almost like I'm shaking someone's hand, okay? That allows the disc to come out nose up. Here, look at my hand. Why the heck is it upside down? I don't know, but I do that sometimes. It's like I'm trying to do this cool little thing, like a little flare on the end of my putt, and sometimes it just happens, and the disc immediately changes its flight from that alone. Right here, though, I actually get lucky. It still goes in, but it shouldn't have. And as you saw, it was a little bit lower than the other ones, okay? And my face right here, not having it. I knew what it was. Now watch this last one right here, okay? Boom. You see the hand? What the heck am I doing? I'm not lifting the disc up. I'm not getting any air under it. Immediately, I knew that it wasn't there. You can see my face. I know the feeling when I flip my wrist. Look, head turned away, wild disappointment. Because look at this disc coming in just like nose down, going after it. Yeah, not a fan, okay? See me? I knew right afterwards that that was what I did. So I don't know if this is one of y'all's problems. I just like to share my problems because a lot of times some of you will deal with the same thing, okay? When you get that putt, you want to release it nose up and have your hand come out like, aha, okay? But whenever you do this, which is what I'll do sometimes, you putt it and you turn your hand over, that's automatically kind of, think about it, it's pushing down. How do you push something down? With your palm like this. How do you push something up? With your palm like this. So if you're ending your putt like this, you're going to be pushing that disc down towards the basket. Okay, we got a lot more stuff to look at though. And just, I guess I'll explain this to you guys just a little bit. I start off with a hyzer. Yuli taught me this. Start off with a hyzer. You'll see him do it as well. Our putts are pretty different, but that is one thing that I have adapted as well to my own stroke is the starting off with the hyzer and the turning to flat, because if you see what that does, it creates a rotation. And so that allows you to get some more rotation on your disc as you're trying to get it to the basket. Hand up. Solid putt. Hand up. Yeah. Solid putt. Hand up. Yeah. Solid putt. So we want to have that hand up because that is what generates the spin, and that is also what generates angle of the disc to be nose up. And also, if you think about it, like, I feel like whenever I putt and turn my hand over, it's kind of creating like a different spin. It's not generating as much spin because it's kind of going against the disc compared to like this and then this. It just isn't going to generate the same level of spin that you might be interested in. And again, want to be hand up, hand up. Yeah, good putt right there. Want to be hand up. Yeah. But I can tell you guys from experience, like, you can make putts incorrectly. You can make putts in a manner that isn't consistent or good for your form. And I know mentally that when I turn my hand down like that half the time I miss the putts. Even if my aim is right on, all that kind of stuff, I hit the cage. Now, if I end up with my palm up and generate that nose up and that floatiness to the disc, then we end up in a good spot. Check this out. All right, so right here, we're at about 45 feet, okay? So we're pretty far away, all right? And what I'm doing right here is I'm taking a more overstable putter because of the distance that I'm at. So I have a harp in my hand, okay? And you're going to see me literally from this distance, I hold it like this. I hold that disc nose up to make sure that I commit to it from back where I am. And just watch how easily I make it 45 feet, okay? Just watch this, okay? So you see the disc, watch. Nose up right there, like really nose up, completely different grip than normal. And we release it nose up. You can see the bottom of the disc right there. And boom, money. Now, you might be looking at that and saying, yeah, okay, cool. So you made 145-foot putt. Okay, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. But hey, why don't we show you the harp? Why don't we run back over here and show you the consistency that you can have throwing like this, okay? We walk by. That's all one clip. I didn't edit anything. Grab it, nose up. You see me holding it nose up. Nose up once again, right into the basket. I mean, it made it 45 feet with very, very little effort. Okay, so I've been working on that a little bit in the backyard. I haven't really implemented it in videos because literally I started experimenting with it like 2 days ago in the backyard because I was kind of struggling trying to make it to the basket from 40, 45 feet. Yeah, sometimes I can pop it up and get it over there, but I don't know. It just didn't feel like consistent to me. It didn't feel like I could trust it to get there. And as I started experimenting with this more nose up, kind of like floaty, just make your way to the basket, real nice, let the disc fly, it started really, really doing some good stuff. And then lastly, we've got this one last angle here to really show you guys what I'm talking about with the nose up putts, okay? Really trying to lift my hand up into the air, not going necessarily directly at the basket, but trying to lift my hand up in the air to give it a good nose up feel and kind of pushing underneath it. All of these, by the way, guys, are from about 30, 35 feet, okay? So all of those putts that you guys saw me make and miss, because I did miss some, were from about that 35-foot range. So what I really want some of you to go out and try and do is stand, like, you can start off kind of close to the basket and just kind of float it. Like, think about pushing it forward. Okay, so you want the disc to go forward, but like this. So I'm not saying throw it up because that isn't what you want. You want to throw it forward, but like this. Okay, so it's still pushing forward. The nose is just up a little bit so that the wind can get under it, so that the glide of the disc can take even more effect than if it was like down or whatever. Because a lot of times you'll throw it and you'll end up with that putter going nose down. I've really, really been working on this lately, like legit. I'm not kidding you. I've been out back for hours working on getting it to the basket with like less effort, because sometimes it can be really frustrating, like feeling like you gave the disc enough power to make it to the basket and you still hit the cage. And guess what? You probably did give the disc enough power to make it to the basket, but if it's nose down, whoop, it's not going to make it there as easily as if it's nose up and it is kind of allowed to glide over towards the basket. I hope that this was helpful. Just that at least this concept was helpful of putting nose up, because I've been trying to do it and it has helped. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all's support. Y'all are the best. See you in the next one. If you guys want to snag any of these Michael Holt discs, head over to ardg.shop and check out the Michael Holt collection over there. You guys can grab putters, drivers, all that kind of stuff. Got some pretty rad stamps and all that kind of jazz. So, yeah, appreciate you guys. Y'all are the best. See you in the next one. Peace out.